Yeah, it is freaking cold this morning. I don't know how cold it is because I'm on the 690. No temperature gauge on this bike, but I wish I was on the RC8, that's for sure. I rode the Super Duke to work and back all last week, and then I had to work Saturday half a day, so I rode the RC8 just for the heck of it, because I haven't rode that bike in a while. I was like, let's see how this lithium battery starts up, and it was like, no problem, and works perfectly. And so I rode the RC8 on Saturday, and then all day long on Sunday I just rode the Grom. Like I visited my folks, I went like all over the place, like went to some stores, just like cruised around through the canyon, stuff like that, and just all on the Grom yesterday. And then today I figure I'll mix it up a little bit more, ride the Duke 690, yeah, maybe even ride this bike like all week to work and back, so I could just cruise. Speaking of cruise, okay, cruise control. I had someone ask me recently, because they asked me a couple of weeks ago, I was up in the canyon, and they're like, hey, what brand cruise control do you use? And I was like, oh, it's the NEP cruise control. Like, you just go on eBay and Google NEP, and they're like, yeah, I did, but there's like 3 different models or whatever. And as far as I know, I think there's the CC2, 3, and 4, as they call them. And the one that I use is the CC2, in case you're wondering. That's the one that works, like it's got like the little clip for the throttle cable that works perfectly for my RC8. And it goes on the RC8 with no freaking modifications necessary. And then I had to make the little mounting thing for this bike and for the Super Duke, because they use that fly-by-wire module, and there's actual like no actual tube coming out for that clip to go onto. And then the CC3, instead of having like a clip thing that looks like that, it's got like a block. It's just got like a solid square piece, and it's for a different year or a different something. I don't know what it is. Yeah, CC4, I don't even know what that's for, because I don't remember how exactly the clip is on that particular one, but the hole in the throttle lock, it's not 7/8, and it won't work with the standard freaking twist throttle that's on most bikes. It's like a big freaking hole. It's like a 1-inch hole or something. Like, it's giant, dude. Like, it won't, like it could go like over your grip or something, but I mean, that's not what it's meant to do. It's meant for a different size handlebar or something, I think. It's like I've said before, it's like some mornings, like I'll get to work and I'm just like, huh, that was easy, you know, it's like no big deal. And then other mornings, it's like a fight, dude. Traffic is like a very random thing, you know. It's like, you know, there's gonna be traffic, but it's like some days it's like moving and light and spaced out and everybody drives nice, and other days it's packed in and everybody's late for work, and it's just freaking crazy. I don't know what it's just weird, man. Every day is a totally different vibe. I like the Duke 690. I was just talking to a viewer the other day, and he was like telling me, like, he's like, dude, I love the Duke 690, and I'm like, dude, it's just all around, you know, like this bike, like, I commute to work and back on it, and I love it for a commuter bike. And I ride it like around town, go to stores and stuff, and it's good for that, like in traffic, like around town. And it doesn't have a problem overheating or anything like that. And then like take it up to the canyon, and it's fun. I took it like to the track, did a track day on it. It was a blast. Everything about this bike is freaking cool, man. It's just a fun, KTM really nailed it when they built this bike. I mean, the Super Duke's an awesome bike too, but just the way this thing is, like for the price and the amount of power it has and the amount of weight it has, it's like a really good bike. Like, you could buy this as like a first motorcycle and really never outgrow it, you know. Like even like you could ride this thing like on a pro level, on a very high freaking level at the track, you know. Like, I mean, it's a gnarly freaking bike. Hell yeah. There's a ton of traffic. Like over on this side, like just like these couple lanes over to the left here. It's weird. Thanks. I was looking at the back tire on this bike. 16.9, so almost 17 for E50. So it's got like almost 2,500 miles on it. And it's looking almost worn out. Getting pretty close. I got to keep an eye on it because the center strip is starting to get a little bit on the thin side. But I got to keep an eye on that because I really don't want to get a flat, and I especially don't want to get a blowout. That would kind of suck. There's a motorcycle coming up on me. So I am going to get over here, let him cruise by. It looked like it was a cop, but I have not had very good luck with headlights lately. Usually I'm pretty good. I can like look in the mirror and be like, oh, that looks like a cop bike, or that looks like this or that, or you know, like I could usually tell like most any car or bike just like from the front end, you know, just like looking in the mirror. And last couple of times I've seen stuff, I've been wrong. It's weird, you know, like the other day, oh yeah, it was a cop. It's supposed to rain like Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. And I'm probably gonna ride one of those two and drive one of those two because I've got a bunch of bottles and cans that I have collected up and I've got to take them to the recycle place down by my work. Yeah, it feels weird riding this bike now because I rode the RC8 to work Saturday and then the rest of the day and all day Sunday. Like I just all weekend long I rode the RC8. It's definitely something that I never thought would happen by putting this windscreen on. My mile per gallon, it says freaking 42.2 miles per gallon, and it used to be 39. So yeah, it went up by 3 mile per gallon, or even a little bit more than 3 mile per gallon. Oh, here comes another. Holy crap, man. I didn't even see any of that stuff until I got like basically almost all the way through the intersection. I didn't hear the sirens or anything, you know? And it was crazy good thing I was on the ball because that guy in the truck right here, dude, he slammed on his brakes like really freaking hard, you know, like he slowed down and pulled right over. And I mean, it was, if I wasn't ready, I would have freaking slammed into the back of him. What the hell, man? Some really bad traffic tonight. It's a weird night. It's like really gloomy. It's supposed to rain, they were saying like either tomorrow or the day after. And I'm pretty sure it's looking like it's gonna be tomorrow. If I wake up tomorrow morning and it's raining, I'm driving my car because I gotta take my bottles and cans to the recycle place. And that'll like go hand in hand with the rainy day. So, thanks, man. You know what? Let's just like work over here. I wanted to get like halfway where I want to be, just because it's a lot easier to ride in stuff like this when all you have to do is look forward. Like if you're like looking over, like trying to change lanes, that's when, like for me at least, that's when it gets dangerous. But as long as I'm looking forward, you know, then I can see if someone's stopping in front of me and I should be safe. Where about the time I'm looking at my mirror, checking my mirrors or looking behind me because I want to change lanes, that's when it gets dangerous, in my opinion. Oh, that is what the problem is. Holy crap. Cool. Well, That was it. It takes one freaking broken car to absolutely destroy a freaking whatever 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-lane freaking highway. Oh, maybe it's a police officer. Thought he was passing. He coming through? He is a police officer. Very cool, man. Feeling good right now. The temperature's good right now. The cop in front of me didn't pull me over. Oh man, I'm feeling good. Hope you guys are having fun out there. I see a lot of you guys that I follow are starting to post videos of you guys riding again, like you've come through your winter season and you're back into riding season. So I am very glad to see all of that, and very happy for all of you guys out there that actually have to like stop riding for months and months. Glad to see that you guys are back on your wheels, back at it. And hopefully winter starts late for you guys this year, so you get to ride as much as possible, or more than usual, whatever. It's weird how every day traffic is different. Some days it's like no big deal, and then other days it's just freaking packed, dude.